This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 5, is that I came across this article today from the Iranian news agency, Press TV, where they're interviewing a political researcher and writer from Lebanon, Ali Hassan Murad, and he pretty much tells Press TV that, hey, the U.S.-Russia encounters in Syria are driven by the U.S. desire to revive the conflict, okay? And hey, you know, it reminded me of Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5, because, hey, that's these Edomites, all right? Mainly focusing on America, Babylon the Great, because America is everywhere, all right? America is that hammer, okay, of the whole earth. In fact, I got it right here, Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Right, all right? The fact is, America is everywhere. Their bases are everywhere, all right? Their military operations are everywhere, okay? This is that proud man that can never keep it at home, okay? He's the hammer of the whole earth, all right? And by his heart's desire, all right, he's going to end up destroying, all right, himself. And he's going to end up being taken out of power because World War III is coming, okay? And that's why you got to keep your eyes on the Middle East, because I want to start reading this article. It's very powerful what he brought out, and that's why I want to do a lesson on this, all right? Again, this man is proud. He cannot keep it at home, all right? His desire is as death, all right? And what he's doing is dragging the whole world, okay, into a conflict, all right? And it's going to be led off by these JJs, these 1948ers, these imposters, okay? So let's read this article, because the scriptures say the least of the flock shall draw them out, all right? A series of recent close encounters between American and Russian aircraft in Syria shows Washington seek to revive the conflict in the Arab country, says a political analyst. Ali Hassan Murad, a political commentator from Lebanon, made these remarks in an interview with the Press TV website, referring to a series of incidents since late July in which Russian aircraft intercepted American drones in Syria. Right. And there's been ongoing conflict between Russia and America in the skies, okay, between Russian warplanes and American drones, okay? The latest incident occurred on Saturday when two U.S. MQ-9 Reaper drones were intercepted by Russian aircraft. On Sunday, a senior Russian military official accused the U.S.-led coalition in Syria of flying its drones dangerously close to Russian fighter jets over Syria. The U.S., which has hundreds of troops in Syria, put the blame on Russians for provocations. Okay, naturally, because this is the devil. Okay, even though, well, let's continue reading, because right here is a key factor. Syria, which deems the American forces as occupiers, looting the country's rich oil resources, have repeatedly protested against U.S. aircraft violating its airspace. Right. America, okay, is in Syria stealing the oil, okay? Coveting fields, man, all right? And it's not only Syria who's been vocal about it publicly to the world. It's also Russia and China and Iran, okay? They've all been publicly vocal, okay, telling the whole world that America is stealing, okay, Syria's oil, all right, and violating Syria's airspace, okay? Then you know what? Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in their power of their hand. Right. Okay, and America is a prime example, okay, of working evil upon their beds because they're using their military to do it. But guess what? Woe to them, because that's going to lead to World War III with Russia, okay, and China and Iran, okay, and your allies, all right? Something's going to happen, and you're clearly seeing the certain NATO members already detesting America's foreign policy, all right, like Turkey. Okay, that's why they're buying Russian weapons, and Turkey's been very vocal with America's attempted backing of a coup d'etat in Turkey. All right, they try to overthrow Prime Minister Erdogan. Okay, and Turkey, the current government of Turkey has been very vocal, saying America was one who helped try to do a coup in our government. Okay, so they're highly upset about that. Two, but here's the point. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and there's the key point. Covet fields, wanting the oil, stealing the oil, okay, and take them by violence, right? Okay, that's why they've been caught funding rebel groups against Assad's military, whether they are deemed terrorist groups or not. It's been, okay, public knowledge that America funds terrorist groups in Syria, okay? And Russia's been open about that. China's been open about that. Iran's been open about that publicly, okay? And houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage, right? And hey, this is regards to us, because you have these JJs, these imposters, all right, these 1948ers claiming to be the chosen people, and they're not, okay? All right? The real Jews are here in Babylon the Great, all right? The so-called Negroes, okay? 3, therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, against the family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks. Right, so the Lord is going to bring about bad times because, all right, he's using your desire, your lust to drag you into World War III, okay? And you will fight the Russians. And that's why you got to keep your eyes on the Middle East, brothers and sisters, because that World War III is going to pop off in the Middle East. Neither shall ye go hotly, for the time is evil, right? And the Lord is bringing evil, all right? World War III is an evil time. It's a bad time for a lot of people. Let's continue in this article. All right, so there you go. All right, recap. America stealing the oil. All right. Murad said the American claim that their drones have been targeting Al-Qaeda linked groups in northwestern Syria holds no water. Right, because America's funding Al-Qaeda. All right, and that's why you don't see nowhere in the media the war on terrorism. That is done away with. Now it's all about Russia, China, Iran. That's all you see now in the media. All right, no more war against ISIS, no more war against Al-Qaeda, because they're done with that narrative. All right, for you simple, dumbass Americans. All right, you Americans are dumb. You're idiots. All right, the average American is a moron, man. All right, full of fruit. What is that? That fructose syrup. Okay. All right, full of sugar. All right, the bulk of you Americans are pre-diabetic. Okay, all you consume is sugary food and okay, abomination. Anyway, you're a bunch of idiots. That's the point. So it goes on and says that their drones have been targeting Al-Qaeda linked groups in northwestern Syria hold no water, adding that they fly past Russian aircraft in a bid to provoke Russia into reaction. That's right. Quote, since last March, the U.S. has been pretending that Russia is making provocation moves in Syria. General Michael Krilla, right, and this is the commander of the U.S. Central Command, and he was just, okay, he just did a visit to the JJs last week, meeting their generals and their political officials So, okay, you already know what they're talking about. All right, engaging Syria, engaging Iran. That's why, all right, it's going to drag Russia and the rest of these nations into World War III. It's going to happen because the least of the flock's going to draw them out. Because I guarantee General Michael Krilla is telling them, hey, go ahead, get more aggressive on Iran. Do what you got to do. All right. At the time, told the Congress in hearing in March that Russian aircraft take action against U.S. installations in Syria. The Lebanese analyst told the Press TV website, quote, I believe these statements are not accurate as evidence shows the U.S. is making provocation moves. A clear example happened in late June when joint Russian-Syrian Air Force drills were ongoing in Syria. Americans deployed their drones to the skies where the drills were being held. They knew that Russians would react to such hostile moves, right? Because these drones are capable to have missiles on them, all right? So the Russians are not dumb, so they're going to get aggressive too. But America's saying, no, the Russians are aggressive, which proves, again, hey, these Edomites here in America, these military personnel, all right, they're a bunch of liars, okay? And again, America's the hammer of the whole earth. And through their lies, have deceived the world, all right? But everything's being revealed because the Lord now has the servants of prophets to bring this information out, all right? To show, all right, our people mainly that, no, America's the one causing all these problems, okay? Because they fit the description as the wicked, all right? These Edomites are the ones that are ruling here in Babylon the Great, okay? And their foreign policy is causing nothing but violence in the earth, as it says in Psalms chapter 58, verse 2. Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. Right. And that's these Edomites, these wicked Edomites. 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Right. And that general, okay, Mr. Krilla, General Michael Krilla of Central Command, is definitely telling lies, all right? They're the ones provoking Russia. Why? Because right here it is. It says, Morad further stated that the U.S. and NATO, having failed to achieve their goals in Ukraine, have decided to transfer the battle against Russia to Syria. Boom. Woo! And that goes right into Joel chapter 2, verse 20. But I will remove far off from you the northern army. Right, because this is the will of the Lord. The Lord is making sure America stays in the Middle East and using their desire, their lust, all right, for oil and strategic dominance, all right, to keep them over there, which is going to lead to their destruction. And will drive him into a land barren and desolate, that's the Middle East, okay, with his face toward the east sea and his hither part toward the utmost sea, and his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he have done great things, right? And really, the reason why this is all happening is what America has done, all right, to the Lord's people, what America has done, all right, regarding the scriptures. All right, here it is. They have the Bible that they use to swear in the president, but they follow none of the scriptures. They have LGBTQ lifestyle here, okay? They have what's it called? Democracy. I mean, they have pedo activity here, okay? They're pressing again the children of Israel. Oh, they tell lies. They said the Lord is a so-called white man when he's not. He's not. The Lord is a so-called black man with white woolly hair. I mean, it's described. I mean, he's described in Revelation chapter 1, starting from the 13th verse on down. Okay? As a man with woolly hair, all right, feet as bronze as they burn in a furnace. All right? But that's America. So that's why the Lord is setting America up to go into World War III for its destruction. All right? And this is your judgment. So yeah, I wanted to bring that out. I'll bring out this when I'll close out. Psalm chapter 7, verse 14. Behold, he travailed with iniquity and hath conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood. Right, and that's, all right, America, Babylon the Great, man. These Edomites that controlled it. Okay, 15. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. Right. All right? Through your lives, you actually created your own demise, okay? You know? And that's why you're going to lose in World War III. 16, his mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own plight. Right? How you dealt with us, first and foremost, all right? Oppressing us to this very day, okay? And then, of course, what you've done to these nations, all right? And that's why they're all going to come against America. America is going to be public enemy number one, all right, when it's all said and done. And the Lord is building up because more and more people are waking up to America's lies when it pertains to the Middle East, all right, the foreign policy that America has pertaining to the Middle East. All right, and that's why everything is being revealed. I mean, the fact that he said this, man, all right, it goes to show you that, you know, the Middle East is going to get way bigger in conflict. All right, y'all haven't seen nothing yet, and that's why a draft is coming. Okay, a conscription is coming. All right, get ready for a draft, and y'all go into the sandbox. All right, that's a term I remember because when I went to Iraq, that's what the term that they use. Okay, you're going to the sandbox. All right, to play in the sand. All right, in war. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna fight to the death. Okay. So and you know what? One more. I'll finish off with that. Psalm chapter 7, verse 17. I will praise the Lord according to his righteousness and will sing praise to the name of the Lord Most High. Right. And that's why we praise Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, because ultimately this is the Lord's movie and he's making sure that America gets his judgment. All right. By making sure they're in that region, whether, okay, choosing their own delusions, their own lust. Okay, getting the oil, wanting it for a strategic area to fight off Iran, right, and protect the statehood of Israel. Well, that's why you're going to get into that World War III. So yeah, and again, the nukes are not going to fly until the microchip is made mandatory, RFID chip. But we're getting close because look what's going on, you know. So with that, I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Rokakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep the door. Keep the faith. As you can see, we're almost out of here. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. Keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles and elders. As you can see, World War III is coming. The Lord is setting it up, moving the chess pieces. It's beautiful. For the few that are watching, keep studying when you pray. Pray to cover. Shalom and a Bible ball. Shalom.